Evening, guys. How are we all? Nice job, hypercrafting. How have we been? Don't mind me. Getting this thing going. Right. Seriously? There we go. No ender pearls. LuV, electric motor. Hmm. Hmm. Sure. Cool. This. Hinchy hatch. Cool. Right, this should go in here too. Because we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. Can I not get an Aquada coil? Yeah, without the LuV assembler. Okay. What are you? Blue steel? Oh yeah, we can do it that blue steel. Hey Robin, how's it going? We are definitely running out of EBF space though. Maintenance hatch. Not that one. I want one of these. And then muffler hatches. Buses and IV energy hatch. How's the power? No, they cannot. Wait. Muffler hatches. No. Okay. EBFs can't. Other things tend to be able to, but I think EBFs are an exception rather than the rule. So I've got the pyrolyzed ovens up there sharing muffler hatches. So yeah, I think maintenance hatch and a muffler hatch can't be swapped out really. But you can still get away with stuff like this, where you've got 2x2 wall sharing. Where's my hatches? Bit of shell aids. You can share muffler hatches on an EBF if you build one upside down. Like an EBF upside down, and then share the muffler hatch between them. That feels like a lot of extra work to achieve very little. But I respect that that is possible. What's stuck? Cables. Classic. Is it stuck or slow? It's just slow. Okay. Right. We've got quite a few things that we need to do for these LuV energy hatches. The Samarium's going. HSS is coming. We need to do Osmiridium and then the new rubber as well. Right. Okay. What do? I think I need Osmiridium, but Osmiridium needs LuV mixes, so we can't do that yet. I could do the rubber. Okay. This dust. Okay, sure. 41 in one go. That's not bad. But styrene. Ethyl benzene? I think we have ethyl benzene, don't we? We have dimethylbenzene, which is not the same thing. Okay. Nope. Okay. Interesting. We do have coal gas. And we can distill it into ethylbenzene. Okay. You know what? Why not? Distillation tower. You're not wrong, hypercrafting. You're not wrong at all. It is a pretty useless recipe, isn't it? Oops. Right, how many outputs? 4. Right. The coal gas also had coke dust as an output. Definitely useless, but I'm going to need to bust regardless. Not just yet, Spider. Not far off though. Jeez. I need me an ender pearl. Oh, come on. We're out of nitrogen, right? Which is like kind of fine. But obviously it means that we're out of ender pearls because ender pearls were our main source of nitrogen. And if you're wondering where we were using all the nitrogen, I couldn't tell you. Not gonna lie. I guess I use it in some of my pyrolyze oven recipes. And if I do, I should probably stop doing that. Yeah, recipe 10 in the pyrolyze oven. Okay. That is the one that uses nitrogen. Okay, so let's not do that and go to setting 9. Can that be arranged? Setting 9. Okay, that'll do. That should fix the nitrogen problems, right? And we should be fine. Tank out all the nitrogen. I mean, oh yeah. I guess they won't get consumed anymore, will they? Hang on, are you... No. Okay, so that should stop, and then we'll grab this. Oh, hang on. There we go. Ender pearls. We needed a void cover. Right, brilliant. We're definitely locking here, but I can't say that we're linking, you know? No problem, dude. There we go. Right. I'm not expecting to have infinite amounts of this stuff, but at the same time, I don't think that's going to be a problem. We'll see. Okay. So we have HSSS coming, and we have Samarium as well. Yeah. Okay. Let me grab more HSSS and shove it in here, because we need more of that. I wonder if we'll actually get the energy hatch this stream. It's quite a lot. Like, I went through all the stuff I'm going to need. And we need a mixer, LuV mixer, and an LuV assembly, an LuV assembler before we can get it. Right, so we shoved the ethyl benzene into a chem reactor to get some styrene. That seems to be the play. Alright, sure. Just grab one of these. We're gonna put it over here. Okay, so Skystone tank. I'm gonna need a pump with a fluid filter. That's 2HV. Okay, how do I do this? I think I might need another side, actually. So I might need this kind of deal. And then I think I need to do this with a filter that blacklists, right? Okay. We blacklist styrene. And then I get another pump. No, I know, it's so buggy, isn't it? Hang on. I think I can get away with doing this instead. And we'll grab an export bus. Oh, we've done a whole lot here. I need this. What are you doing? You're importing, you need to be exporting. Good, okay. Are we not? There you go. That's it. Good. Okay, perfect. Whoops. What's happening? Is this not doing its job? I don't think it is. I guess I need another pump. I think it's because it was... Oh, okay. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Boop. Okay. Cool. Nope. You're right. That's all fixed. Good stuff. Okay. And then from here... We have the butadiene, right? That's not going to be a problem. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, is this an LCR-worthy recipe? Absolutely. Okay, so this recipe, 3 fluids in, 1 item out. That's very easy. So we need a quad input hatch, which isn't a problem, and an output bus. Nope. Nope. This one. And then the energy under here is what? IV? That's fine. Whoops. Too high. Whoops, not you. You. You are filtered, yeah? Good, okay. So. And oxygen. Perfect. Boom, boom, and boom. Cool. Those will all come in. We will quietly bring the power over, plug it in, and boom. And now we get a lock and link. How exciting. I believe there's a draw controller around here. Yes. Boop, boop. Okay. So we've got the dust. Dust then needs to get turned into the rubber itself, which I might as well do in the LCR behind it, right? That makes the most sense to me. Right, and that is going to be a bus with a fluid output. And then I need a maintenance hatch. And I'm going to need a pretty good robot arm. You, and then sulfur. Come on, why are these two things taking so long? Oh, stupid gold and silver cables, of course. Right, let's see. So on here, keep exact 128. That way we take exactly 2 stacks of each. Shouldn't be any problems with that. And then we do this. I'm missing the pipe casing in the middle. Go. Yeah, that's quite quick. Okay, cool. I am going to super tank this because this is rubber. Rubber's kind of important. This was very easy to make. which I'm kind of surprised about. I thought this was one of the harder rubbers. Not gonna complain. Whoops. Yeah, that's a lot of rubber, huh? Oop. This. Extract only. Good. Okay. Cool. So that is used to make LuV conveyor belts, which we will need for our robot arms and stuff, and they're used in like the assembler recipe and things like that. How's power doing with all these energy hatches and things getting added? It's completely fine. I bet you're really impressed with the power. Right. HSSS. You are coming along quite nicely. If I want an LuV motor, I need all this stuff. So we should get all these on Autocraft. Eventually, these will all be on passive, and we'll have passive LuV motors, but not just yet. So let's just get the patterns first. So I need this rod. I need this rod. I need the rings, the rounds, the Ruridit. We'll start with the Ruridit because it's probably the easiest. There we go. Amazing. I'm going to put it in here, and I think it should be fine. Let's double check if it is, actually. Seems fine. It's kind of slow, but that's okay. Okay, cool. Right, next. The rounds. They are nuggets in the lathe. And then, obviously, that is going to be this. Rods. Long rods are pretty easy. And then the ring. Long rods. The lathe. Okay, rods. Okay, and then put this wherever. I'm also going to need this magnetized with an IV polarizer, which we don't have on Autocraft, I don't think. Do I have one in here? No. I do have one doing all the passive Nether Star stuff, but that's not what this is. So right. This, sure. I squeeze it in here. Oop. Cool. Okay. Let's try now. LuV motor. Interesting. Okay. I'm very curious to see if this works. I have no idea if I've done this right. I have literally no idea what I'm doing with the inventory connector. But as far as I know, it just pushes stuff in. To adjacent inventories. And that is, they're all adjacent. So But I guess it needs to come out of the pattern provider, or it needs to go back into the system somehow, so that it knows it's done. So I'd need like an interface here. Oh, okay. What's happened? Okay. This is not pushed in. Hey Yoshi, how's it going? I don't know what I'm doing. Why no work? Can you not push into an inventory connector like this? Bit of know me normal. Fair enough, dude. That's pretty good. No star tech. I feel like we have at some point posted how the assembly line stuff works with the inventory connector on the Discord somewhere. So I'm gonna give it a little peek. How assembly lines. This is not the same thing. Because this doesn't involve the inventory. Oh, wait, it does. Okay, I think what I do is this. Okay, this is not what I want. Why is this stuff going in? Hmm. Hello. Hmm. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I've buggered this. It's going okay until I mess this up. I don't really know what I'm doing. My brain's kind of gone. I'm gonna work it out, though. It's just shoved a bunch of crap in here. Okay. I keep pushing in the wrong stuff. Have I got these on backwards? Is it supposed to be facing that way? There's still apparently stuff I don't want in here. Okay. Let's see. Hmm. I don't know what I'm doing. I pushed all this stuff through again. Oh my god, okay. It's still pushing. Stop. Take a look at it. Lots of nether star stuff though. Maybe there actually is a good number of nether stars now. Let me go check. I'm curious. Shards are full. Or almost full. So when this fills up, we will be getting some nether stars. That's cool. Okay. Right. I need an interface, I think, that this stuff uses quartz fiber. Okay, quartz fiber. No, I don't like that. There we go. Brilliant. I should just tuck it away. Okay, let me try that again. There we go. I think having 2 storage buses is confusing it. I think. Let me see. Yeah, look, it's pushed this slot in. Why not make the motor then? That is all the bits, right? There's 6 components. Yeah. And then in here there's the right amount of soldering alloy and lubricant. So why doesn't it craft? Which setup, Rex, did you see? You were also confused? Okay, well, that doesn't bode well for us, I don't think. I'm confused on how I've got all the items in there. I guess, hang on, maybe... Let me in, please. Oh no, okay. The only thing I could think is these are the wrong way around. Okay. They were. I don't know why. I don't even know why it got pushed in twice. So let's see. It's not too bad. It definitely is like quite a big stepping. It's quite a big step up with the complexity of stuff. But it's not too bad. Once you get how it works, it I mean, I've fumbled with this for like 5 minutes, but I think we've got there. And the inventory connector thing makes it easier. Okay, now look, now you're... I'm going to allow the same... Actually, no, I don't want any. Yeah. Now you're just not pushing at all. Why are you not pushing? Hmm. It was just doing it, and now it's not doing it? Interesting. Is it this thing's fault? Okay. Try again. Okay, now you're just not pushing. So you need both. Okay, so why did they send through twice as many of the materials that one time? Who knows? There seems to be fine now. I'm gonna try one more time. Yeah, okay, it's come on. And it looks like it hasn't pushed any extra through. So I'm gonna assume it's just working fine. And that was just a weird fluke. Sure, okay. Right, so we've got the motor. That means we can at least make the mixer, right? I think a mixer is just a motor. I need the rhodium palladium rotor, but that's easy enough. No patterns. Creepy cave noises. Why? Oh, I see what I've done. Okay. Right, let's try that again. So, an elite mixer. So this gets me osmiridium, which I need for the ludicrous voltage coil, and I also need an LuV assembler for this. The LuV assembler needs robot arms and conveyors. The conveyors shouldn't be too bad. We have the rubber now. So it's just a matter of getting these other bits ready. And then the robot arm, I mean, yeah, we'll manage, right? It's it's just a lot of stuff. And then we need a piston as well. So I need to scan all these things. Piston, conveyor, and robot arm. Oh, jeez. And they've all switched on. Where's my scanner? You guys take a break from Greg? That's pretty understandable. I mean, I've not been on my Greg for a week or so. Bit of Nomi Factory. See, I started Nomi Factory, and then like swapped to Moni Factory very early on, when I was like, well, at the moment I became aware of its existence, because I just wanted to play like a more modern version of Minecraft. I reckon I'd go back to Nomi Factory and give it a go though, if I had the time. But these packs are long, aren't they? Yeah, it can be tricky. I agree. We got a conveyor. We do. There we go. Grab one of these. So that is the robot arm. This isn't too bad. I mean, like, the components are gonna suck, obviously. I should get these ready, really. So... yeah, no, you're not wrong, Rex. I agree. I mean, I still got these drums in my inventory, you know. I haven't used them in a while, but... actually, I used them this stream. But never mind. Oh, hypercrafting, you missed me struggling with the assembly line, but we have got it working now. So don't worry. Right, the gear. Back to this. So the gear, the plates, the rods. So just plates and rods. Yeah. Plates. Rods. Okay. Right, the plates. Do they use the circuit? No. My bad. Whoops. Right. We'll do the gear. And then the piston will come into here. And if we ask for a piston, and do small gears. My bad. Small gear. HSSS. Cool. Let's do piston. Cool. Okay. This should work. There we go. Good stuff. Right. While that's going, robot arm. What do we need? Right. This is important that we get this right. So 2 IVs. And then 4 EVs. Good. Everything else we have. Perfect. So that could just go straight in here. We have the data for it. And then the elite assembler conveyors. Okay, my bad. We have everything. Okay, screws. We need to use screws. That's fine. Alright. Grab the data. Transformer we need, not a converter. Because we can't make this yet. I lie, we can totally make this. I need a... Yeah, I shouldn't do just 1 amp. This is really slow. Let me get a 4 amp. And how's the power looking? Right. Well, we're nearly there for the energy hatch. And that means we can get a dynamo hatch. And then we can get some better rotors spinning. What's his power setup, Rex? Is this his Steam one? Yes. Yeah. Okay. I think I would have done that if my... Like, if I needed the power at HV, I would have done it. But I sort of needed the power at EV, which is why I ended up doing the gas instead, right? Hey, WD. How was your stream, dude? Was it more mod development? How's it going?
Keep following and following.
Hey, Rookie and 7D Swirls, thank you.
Keep following and following.
Not much WD, just doing the usual stuff. An aquarium? Tell me more. So it's obviously part of the fishing mod. But like, how does it work? Is it like a multi-block? That sounds very cool. I approve. That is a great idea. Right, let me soft hammer this so I can change the energy hatch. But yeah, we got the assembly line going. I'm working on the LuV energy hatch. This quest right here. Sure, if you can send me some links, I'll have a look. My power's looking a bit sketchy. Put it on my Discord so people can see. Just like any other mod pack stuff or anywhere really. Right, let me change this out. Right. How is my nitrobenzene? Fine. Okay, so it's just we're at our power limit, really. Okay, assembler. Boom. Okay, that's big. Right, I need the mixer too. And then we need to make the energy converter. Right, it's right here. Good. Twinite, we're gonna need some cable. No problem. Okay. Where do I want this? Probably in here, to be fair. Energy converter. Let me grab another one of these. Okay, so I want one of these up here, my mixers. So we can do some osmiridium. Screw it, we'll just keep going, I guess. Right, I need a flux point to get the power out. Do we have ender pearls? Yes. Grab a bit of twinite. So pink. Right, and then the mixer. Did we not make the mixer? Yeah, it's not done yet. Okay. Come on. Right, either way, I'm going to need a robot arm with this interface. Come on. I'm going to need a downgrade for the drawer. Okay, cool. There's the mixer. Right. Grab that. We grab the robot arm. Keep exact, I don't know, like 5 import, and then we send in osmium and iridium. And then just to be sure, osmiridium, setting 1, sure. And then we flux point this thing. Oop. Brilliant. Right, another lock and link. I think I want to use... I have a draw controller in a terrible place. Here. Yep, perfect. Right. That goes in there. Osmiridium in there. Lock the drawer. Link the drawer. And then we grab the osmiridium and I'll shove it in here quickly. How's the power? Okay, about halfway gone almost. It's hanging on. Osmiridium. LuV power, we can do that. And then, can we call it? We can call it. Okay, and then it goes in for the energy hatch. Osmiridium wire, easy enough. It's like 2 ingots per thing. Okay. We are going to need the data. We have data. Look at me go. I need to pattern though. So let's do that. Good, that's filled in straight away. That all looks good. Give me that. Give me this as well. Yeah, that's right. And then give me this. And then the samarium rod as well. We did the long rod earlier, so we are good with this. I need to lathe. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Rods. Get that in. Find the other samarium. Here we go. Perfect. And then fine wire. We shove this in here, and then this needs to go with this thing, and that'll be in the clean room, I think. So, another flux point, preferably, it would be nice. Okay. Grab the quartz knife, rename this to LuV similar. No problem, dude. All good. Alright, that goes in there. I need a little program circuit card thing. This thing. Grab that. Grab my twinite. Okay, perfect. 1, 2, there. There we go. There we go. I then grab this, but this... I did the wrong thing. Program circuit. There we go. Oh yeah, I see the cliff. Okay, hang on. It's on my Discord. I'm already liking the multi-block here. Oh, that is so cool. The shovel? Like a little sand castle? Oh, and it should be like any shape. Okay. Okay, I see you. That is pretty cool. That is really nice. Right, energy hatch. This is the name of the stream. I'm pretty sure. Yep. 1 hour 40 minutes in. We are gonna run out of power. I will maybe grab one of these quickly. I would like an LuV dynamo, which we'll get in a second. So how is it different to the energy hatch? That's the recipe for the energy hatch, and then the dynamo hatch. Spring instead. That's so easy. That's fine. We can do that. We are going to need the... Oh, it doesn't need... It doesn't need any data. That's a bit weird. It does need LuV power though, so we are going to need to swap the hatch out. Oh, sorry. That should be in here. And it didn't push through. What came in wrong? Something's gone wrong here. It's because I need to overclock the assembly line. Right, the power's not crapping itself. Looks like it's not. There we go. LuV energy hatch. Brilliant. Let's do this. And let's do this. Okay. Long rod. Spring. Doesn't use a program circuit. Right, and then this goes in here. Dynamo hatch. No HPIC chips. Why not? Because we're not cutting them on passive. We just have the wafers on passive. Okay, well, let's sort that out. Let's also grab a dynamo hatch and a flux plug before the power runs out. How are we looking with the power? Going back up? Oh, we're going back up. Okay. Right, needs maintenance. Oh, it's one of the configurable ones. Sure. Need some tape. Right, let's fix it, and then duration we want to be long. No, duration we want to be less. Time we want to be longer. That's right. Okay. And then tape. Put like 2 in here. Okay. Cool. Let me bring this over. Interface. Do you have a rotor? You don't. But I think we can only afford a shellite one anyway. How much shellite do we have? Not enough. Okay. I don't know what to do. Your shellite, your shellite, your shellite. Okay. So really I should just get a bit more shellite. Sure. We'll do that. More multiplex, more chemicals? Of course. Right, ideally after this rotor holder and gas turbine, we'll go up a tier and Oh, it's good, isn't it? It's from Neon Craft, which is a mod I added in because they look cool, don't they? Yeah, just reminding myself. Right, same thing here. Wrong way. Yeah, I did this wrong. It's the other way. There we go. Yeah, okay. So, I need, I think 82 shellite. Yeah, for a rotor, I have 80. I'll grab another 32, I think, and shove it in here. Let that run on passive. Let's go get the cutter for HPIC chips set up. Okay, so what we do here... Hey Kuko, how's it going? I shove lubricant and the HPIC wafers in here. Well, that's very sweet. That's all good, dude. That's 64. There's 64 buckets worth of lubricant in these elite cutters. That feels like a lot. How much have I got? 1,000. I mean, that's not gonna be a problem. Right. We're getting these HPIC chips on passive, so we can craft these LuV dynamo hatches. So I need a bigger LuV dynamo hatch, really. I need a 16. This one. How much of a pain is that going to be? Vanadium gallium. I have vanadium gallium, right? Yeah, okay. This is doable, I think. Let's just go through this. So this, and I need this, and then that. Okay, and then let's put these away first. You're not assembly line, you're assembler, so you go in here. Cool. Okay. Let me do this. Let me grab a downgrade. And then we get a lock and link, which is always fun. Whoops. Right, lock and link the drawers. Yeah. Perfect. Cool, that's gonna go. That's also gonna start this up again, which is fine. Let's see. This. So I've sorted out that. So I need to do these two. So we've got this, and then we've also got vanadium gallium. Right. We can still do silicon rubber, so I think we will. And I'll grab this. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Gonna put this in here, even though it's a bit overkill. And then I grab my wire. that in here, and then I'll shove that in there, and then if we go back to this, just a dynamo hatch. There we go, and then perfect. Okay. Give me this. Okay, fair enough. Oh. There you go. Okay, so we've got the 16 amp LuV dynamo hatch. If Hypercrafting is here, I'm sure he'll be able to do the maths for us on how much power we're going to get out of this. If I get an LuV rotor holder, that will also help. Okay, that is doable. Let's have a look. So I need the small gear, and I need the ring. Hypercrafting, we're doing nitrobenzene in the gas turbine with a twinite rotor, LuV rotor holder, and we've got an LuV 16 amp dynamo hatch, and I'm hoping that's going to be enough. Do you know how much power we're going to get out of that? Unfortunately, WD, it is LuV anyway. Come on, Hypercrafting, you've got this. Right, take that out. Take this. And then we would want a twinite turbine rotor, which has 700% turbine power, 260% turbine efficiency. Just for comparison, the shellite one is the tier below. That's only 450% turbine power. This is 700. It scales up like mad. $14 amps of IV, maybe? Are you sure? How much is this? Because this is the shellite one. All IV. IV rotor holder, shellite, shellite rotor, shellite turbine, sorry, and then IV rotor holder, and that's doing 36,000 EU a tick, which says ZPM, assuming that's like 4 amps of IV, this one. So the upgrade would get us to 14, you think? So really an IV 16 would still be enough. Right, let's see. Let's give it a go. Oh, the pink looks cool. Not that it will stay there because these multi-blocks are a bit buggy, which is a shame. Let's do duration increase. I already did it. Good. Where's my tape? Grab some tape. Whoops. Okay. Good. Let's shove the interface. Let me grab 2. 1 here, nitrobenzene. 1 here, nitrobenzene. I'm gonna also set these to 4 because I think we need to input quite quick. Right, there it is. It's going. So we'll see how quickly it speeds up and what happens. Max recipe tier UV. Well, that's a bit terrifying. Right, so it's slowly going to start speeding up. Right, it's an EV. And it's only an eighth of the way there. Right, let's take the stuff off. So LuV energy hatch is done, osmiridium is done, assembly line is done, styrene butadiene rubber is done, quantum circuits, Naquata coils, and Arctic chiller. It is exactly 14 amps of IV. Well, you beast. I'm impressed, but also it means my LuV 16 amp dynamo hatch is overkill. I could get away with the other one. Right. Naquata coils. So now I have an LuV assembler, I can make this stuff. I just need to make sure I have enough of everything. Which I think I do, actually. Let's go through this. Naquata coil. So... we haven't got osmium in an EBF just yet. I do think I have niobium nitride in the EBF, though. Is that right? Niobium... I do. Good. Okay. Foil. Let's get that put in. What else was I needing? HSSG frames and Naquata wire. So that'll be really easy, because that's just going to be this. And... that. And then the frame. Should be good as well. Let's try a rod. There we go. Okay, that, and then frame. Sure. Nearly halfway. Right, that in there, that over there. Perfect. Right, let's just have another look. Okay, everything but the osmium foil. Right, and then osmium was a pain because... RTM and LuV power. But we can now sort that out, I think. Right, let me grab... No, that's not right. Give me 8. I'm gonna make a new EBF line over here, which has LuV power. God, all these on at the same time is dangerous. But the power is good because we got this guy. It's only like half the energy output. That's crazy. Oh, Alex Ross. Hey dude, how's it going? Thank you for the raid, man. Were you playing Fallout? I did a little peek earlier and saw you were on it. How did it go? Well, I've been making pretty good progress as well today, which I'm quite surprised about. I got my LuV energy hatch. Right, I need a new EBF. My osmium. Right, let's grab all the bits I need. So a muffler hatch. We can now grab an LuV energy hatch, which is quite exciting. Oh crap, osmiridium. Really? I guess... I thought I had some... Oh. I don't think I have an osmiridium EBF yet, so I guess I can go next to the osmium one. But that's cool, that's fine. Just to be clear, RTM LuV power. So this should work. Gonna take some of the shellite out. Perfect. 41 seconds for osmiridium. That is rough. Right, so maintenance hatches. Again, the LuV energy. I guess we'll have to wait for the osmiridium. Yeah, I need 4. Okay. What else do I need? What, uses argon. How is our argon? Not bad. How about osmiridium? Do you use... You also use argon. Okay, so we'll do these next to each other. That works. Which means they will share an LV input hatch. And then we need buses for the both of them. So, 2 of these. 2 of these. Machine controller. And level emitters. Right, can I get HSSG? Can I get 8 more? Not 8 more, 10 more. Right. That looks good. Let's get rid of the floor under here. Okay, level emitter, machine controller. This will be for osmium, and I will say 128. None of this stuff's all stuck again. I'm guessing it's just a problem with wire somewhere. Making a lot of cable. Yeah. How annoying. I will sort that problem out. When I make the multi-block assembler, which should be on my list. There we go. Okay, can I make the LuV energy hatch now? Yes. Right, is that rotor going? It's slowed down. I guess the power filled up? Yeah, okay, fair enough. Follower goal is completed. Why has it just told me now? Did anyone follow? Did you follow, Kuko? Yes, no, I do need a bigger energy buffer. The substation. Rip the follow age command not working. I used to, and then I swapped. I swapped to the streamer bot. Rather than whatever one I was using before. I forget. Streamlabs, maybe. There are not many commands. I set them all up myself, I think. And there's not many. The exclamation mark passive one will work. We should just say passive everything. And then I think the alert one will work. But yeah, I should get more, really. Right, LuV energy hatch. I already had one. I'm so stupid. I set up with that osmiridium when I already had the hatch. That's crazy. Right. Give me this. Give me auto maintenance hatch. Okay. Right, looking good on this side. Underneath, we need the buses. So, input bus there, output bus at the back. Same deal on this side, output there, input. No problem, Alex Frost. Thank you for the raid again. I tend to raid and dip as well, so I can't really say anything. Right, good. I didn't put the hatch in, did I? It's probably around when WD started raiding me. Okay, so this one is going to be the osmiridium. And we need quite a lot of this stuff, so I'm going to say 256 for now, and then we'll see how it goes. This interface is going to need the dust. Oh, not like that. And you are going to need osmium. Right, these guys are all on setting 2. You need argon. There we go. Okay, so maintenance hatch, muffler hatch, LuV energy hatch, boom, boom, boom. And this side. Okay, good. And then we're going to need some twinite. Wrong place. And LuV energy converter. The 16 amp one would be nice. We'll do that. Of course. I could never. I'm guessing that extra twinite I made immediately went into the converter, which is fair enough. I'm enjoying the pink. I like the pink cables. They're great. Inventory check? Sure. There's no reason for me to have that. I'll get rid of some of these old cables. Export bus can go. The drawers can stay. Those can go. There you go. That'll do. That storage bus can go as well. Okay, how about that? Oh. Oh. Okay. Stick you on. Right there. That's a plug. I need a point. Whoops. I made the wrong thing. There we go. Both these guys switch on. Fantastic. 30 seconds each. That is not too bad. How is the power doing with that switched on now? Oh, that's going down quick. I'm guessing this needs time to speed back up again. This tends to be the problem. And when the buffer's too small, there isn't enough time for the rotors to speed up again. So, substation should really be next. Should be here already. Okay. So, Naquata coil, liquid tungsten steel, and osmium foil. We can set both those autocrafts up now. This one should be easy. And then liquid tungsten steel should also be pretty easy. Right. How long was that recipe going to take? 5.9 seconds. Okay. What's our best extractor? It's an elite one. And then we'll take that one, I think. Okay. And then the foil. Easy enough. So, Naquata coil. Well, apart from needing the extra osmium, that is not too bad. I could do with more Naquata though. I think I need a thermal centrifuge this. Is that right? Yeah. We'll get proper Naquata processing set up soon. And And I need to redo this whole setup. Not enough stone dust. That's an interesting problem to have. We ran out of stone dust? Incredible. Okay. Right. Well, okay. Where is this? This is my large macerator. How much power do you use? EV16, right? I think that's right. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Oh, no, it is, but it's only a 4 amp on it. Because it doesn't use any power, really. I need the same thing, but for cobblestone, pretty much. Oh, perfect. Where is the HV upgrade kit? Of course. I think I can wall share this, you know. Just need some blue steel casing. Too much. Plate. Guess I'm doing it manually. That's fine. I probably won't use many more of these things anyway. These like HV multis, I'll probably use an IV macerator in future. Eleven's probably enough. Let's see. If we're wall sharing as well. Don't need that. Maybe like a tiny bit more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grab the upgrade kit. There we go. Right, like that. Perfect. Okay, so maintenance hatch. Output bus. Input bus. Export bus. And acceleration card, because definitely gonna need one of those. Maybe even 2. Using phosphorus stoked chips, sure. We got a cutter on AutoCraft anywhere? Yes, we do. Right, and then we just shove cobble in here, which we have infinite of. And then I need to sort the energy hatch out. Right, some Enderium cable, like just like 4 is fine. 1, 2, 3. Like that. There we go. Nice. The hatch could be shared. Oh, that's a good point. Oh yeah, it totally could. Alright, I'm on board with that. Okay, so... what are you linked to? I guess there's like a... there's one under here, right? There we go. And then we are going to need the acceleration card. I'm guessing there's a problem with the cutter that we're using. It can't do the recipe. It's an MV one. Okay, brilliant. Sure. I guess I'll just cut something random. Where? Cool. Phosphorus wafers. Are they going to auto extract? Yeah, okay. We need to do a whole pass on the ME stuff. Make it better. Because it's all quite old at this point. Right, there we go. I think I can get away with just one, right? Yeah. Cool. Stone dust every tick is pretty good. And that should get rid of the problems with these that we had. How's my Naquada looking? Still nothing about the dust. Oh, there we go. Okay, and 10 of this. There we go. I think the quad coils could easily be the ones that I can really properly spam and replace all the coils in the base with the Naquada ones. Which should be pretty exciting. Right, I'll give those a tick as well. So we got the substation, the assembler multi, the Arctic chiller, and the quantum circuits. I don't think I'll do quantum circuits today, because that's probably a whole thing. I could take a look at the substation, maybe get it started. I could also... what was it? Do the assembler multi or the Arctic chiller. No problem, WD. No problem. Arctic chiller. So this thing is actually quite easy. Okay, let's do this. Because we do need an upgrade. I might be here when you're back. I can't guarantee it. I'll probably go for another half an hour or so. We'll see. We'll see how much I get done. Right, I need all these extra bits. So, like, double plates is going to be a thing. I'm guessing double plates don't... No, they don't. Why would they? Right, let's head down here. Because you need that. I also need the data for it. So I need a vacuum freezer. That's fine. How's the power? Still kind of going down. Are you sped up? Oh yeah, you're a max. Huh. Okay, interesting. Nitrobenzene? Fine. Interesting. So this thing is running. And power's... I don't really know what power's doing. What are you doing? You haven't got anything going on. Right, I do... What other rotors do I have? An Enderium rotor. I don't have a Shellite one. I think we'll do the Twinite one for this. Could I get an LuV rotor holder in the meantime? I think so. Okay, cool. Let's see. What else do I need for the chilling unit? Fluid regulators, niobium titanium screws, and tiny pipes. Sure. Okay, fluid regulators. Pretty easy. What else? Tiny pipes. And the screws means we need these and these. Okay. Screws there. Bolts next. Bolts in here. The elite assembler can take this. We should have a tiny pipe extruder. We don't have a tiny pipe extruder. Interesting. Oh, okay, we're waiting on the rotor holder. That's fine. Right, this is my extruding machine. And I'm guessing we don't have long rod, normal pipe, large pipe, huge pipe. Okay, no tiny pipe. Pattern provider. Okay, and then bolt, and then tiny pipe. Sure. Okay. And then shove this in there. Cool. Okay, Arctic chiller. Vacuum freezer first, sorry. We need to scan it. Here's my scanner. So we scanned that, get the data for it, and then see what else we're missing. What else are we missing? That's it. Sorting alloy is on passive, everything else is on autocraft. That should not be a problem. Is there anything like extreme engine intake casing, tungsten steel pipe casing? Nope, looks fine. Cool. Well, this thing should be pretty good. And we can get that out the way, and I'll look at the substation, I think, next. Right, there's the data. Let's see. Arctic chiller. You're done, and then NAC coils 10 more. Good. Okay, I love that. That's great. I don't love how low on the power we are. Let me just do this real quick. Where's my twinite? This in there. Start spinning. Go, go, go. Oh, that's not very quick. Right. Ideally, this picks up, and then the power's saved, and we're fine, and we don't run out. Right. I think if we stop crafting a lot of this stuff as well, it will help. We'll see. Speed up. Come on, speed up, please. You're at max speed. It's just you that needs to speed up. Oh. Okay, well, we need the substation. Which needs a lot of palladium stuff, and lapotron. Needs loads of lapotrons. Lapis and energium. We have got a lot of lapis. I'm guessing the wire mill. Okay, this is all stuck in the wire mill. You're still speeding up, right? Yes. Okay, we're getting there. There we go. There's the power coming back. Good, good, good. Right, we have energium on passive, right? 64. I think that's a good sign that we do. Okay. Let's see. So lapotrons in the autoclave. If I use liquid blue steel, they don't take nearly as long. I could also use liquid red steel. They also use a lot less power. Okay. You know what? Sure. Blue steel. We haven't got red steel, have we? Not really. Okay. I don't really have blue steel either. I turned off the EPF for it. But I think we can get away with this. Right, there's the Arctic chilling unit. Let me grab my extractor. Elite extractor. Go for it. Go nuts. Right, and then we'll use that liquid blue steel to make the lapotrons. Right, a mixer. We got a good mixer. Yeah, we got the IV mixer. Okay, let's do this. You are IV, yeah, 2.5 seconds. That's really good. You right here, lapis. We want to just, yeah, do that. Macerator. Sure. How fast is this one? Is it MV? It's totally MV. Okay, let's see how fast that is. I mean, it's not great, but it could be a lot worse, right? I could just say, give me like 64, or maybe more than that. Give me like 200 right now. Let that do it in the background, and then we get the mixer to get me It's 15 per thing. So let's just get like, I don't know, 150. It's in the Energium, sure, understandable. Okay. There we go. Cool. Okay. We got an autoclave that we can do this in. Yeah, this one. Okay. And then Lapotron crystals. Really easy. No. HV universals, 2 of them. Perfect. Okay, and then that goes in my new LuV assembler. Sure. Okay, and then we want U. MPix, that's fine. Yep, okay. This, which needs palladium. And then iridium frames, right? Yes, okay. Substation. Missing palladium ingots. I'm guessing palladium isn't something I have in the EBF. Sure. I imagine that it's quite quick. I'm going to add it to the list. There we go, yeah, 1 second each. Perfect, okay. We'll just let it do a stack real quick. How is this doing? Okay. Substation. So, loads of laminated glass, loads of palladium substation blocks. I get why they called that. Interesting. That's fine. Yeah, and then we need the substation dynamo hatches and energy hatches, which should be fine. I guess we'll have to convert the flux into like our highest substation energy hatch, and then shove that in. But that works. That works fine. Same with the dynamo, I suppose. And then we just need a load of capacitors. What are the best capacitors I can make right now? You know what? I don't think I can make that one just yet. Okay, so maybe just the Ivy one? Nano CPU, reinforced, clean room. Yeah, you know what? I think I can make this one. I need this, but this is really easy. I need a blue lens, sure. Let's make the substation. And then I'm gonna need like 1,000,000 Lapatron crystals. Oh crap. What about the gargantuan flux storage? We got like half. We got to the Herculean, and then I think we gave up. It could be done, but I guess ender pearls would be the problem. Which is kind of an annoying problem. How's my thorium? Fine. Why have you not finished? There we go. Still, I think the substation is kind of future proofing anyway, right? Whoops. Right, I don't think we have these yet, but these are what we use in quantum circuits, so we will get those. And then these. Laser engraver. This needs a clean room. UV. Okay, fine. Whatever. I did not mean to do that. How much are these per thing? Oh, it's 24 per. Okay. So it is 8 per. That's kind of a pain. Okay, so we are doing this recipe. Which, yeah, we'll use an LCR for. That's fine. I need this. Which needs this. Which is very doable. And bottle epoxy, easy. How long was that? LV, yeah, okay. HV will do. We got annealed copper. Not the foil. Oh, sorry. Right. Give me both of these. Are these taking long because they're gold cables? Yes, of course. Okay, so this guy. We send in annealed copper, setting 10. Right, we'll grab a downgrade. For the draw. We will be locking and linking this. Oh. Right, it needs to fill up, so we'll give that a second. Let's go back to this guy. Right, again, the recipe is 2 items in, 1 item out, and sodium bisulfate. Actually, we want iron 3. Do we have iron 3? No, it is sodium bisulfate then. I should really get the copper one. Cupric chloride. Okay, we can't recipe skip just yet. How easy is this? It's very easy. That recipe's kind of long, which is annoying. They both are. Hmm. What I will do is add it to the to-do list and then use sodium bisulfate. So I need a hatch. I need a bus with a robot arm. And an output bus as well. Right, there we go. Lock the drawer. And then do that. These are all taking ages because of wire. Where are we going to get power? I guess at the back. Hmm. I'm going to move this. Actually, you know what? I could put the maintenance hatch, like, in the most irrelevant place and out the way. Because it's the auto maintenance hatch. It's not going to matter. I can get more sides to do stuff with. Right. This is what is this the recipe I'm doing? This. Yeah. Okay. I know what to do. Chem reactor. We will do this one out here. Okay, and then we need, yeah, two sides. Right, and then we send in sulfuric acid. There we go. Hey, Caladisk. How's it going? Right, and then we also output that. Right, let's grab EV energy hatch. That's cool. So this recipe, EV, 7.5 seconds. And then we'll finish this off. I am making fiber reinforced printed circuit boards. And I'm getting weird vibes, but it's fine. Right, I need this. So, how's my Lapistron doing? Oh, it's gonna be too much, isn't it? What is this? Liquid blue steel. Oh, okay. Let's see. Where's my other bus? I swear I had another bus. Okay. Where can I get access to Fluix? Okay, I feel like I should have put this one more forward, which is my bad. This there. Okay, now we have access to the back. That's going to be a bit better. That can still stay there. Could I do this? That the pipe casing. Okay, we formed it. Good. So, round the back here. Right, hatch just takes sodium persulfate. Good. And then you take this and this. Wrong. This and this. And then we robot arm it so it doesn't get jammed. Keep exact. We'll do like 24. Are we missing the output bus? We are. Right, grab a downgrade. Perfect. Cool. Bit of a mess. We'll tidy this stuff up, I'm sure. That at least means that we can make this, I think. Okay, this needs a plate. And then you use a circuit assembler. Have I got an IV one? I do, but I don't think it's got a pattern provider. Doesn't mean it can't, though. Right, the orb. There we go. How many of these orbs do I need per thing? Is one of these a block? An IV capacitor? Yes. Okay. I need all this ultimate stuff. Okay. How many of these can I make? 4? Okay, no. Where is the laser engraver? Here. Okay, let's just see if I can get this substation working before we stop. Okay. Can I get 30? No. Can I get 20? 18. Yes. Very low on the palladium. I guess, I haven't even made a stack, right? So, the substation. Yeah. I have to split the networks from the turbines. How come? One going to the battery, one going from the battery. So the flux plugs that are connected to the dynamo hatches on the gas turbine need to be on a different network than the input into the... Would it not be easier for me to... No, it wouldn't. Okay, no, you're right. Okay, sure. I change all these plugs to a different network, and then that input is what goes into the input of the substation. And then the output stays on the current network, because all the points are on that at the moment. Okay, I understand. Loads of my laminated glass as well. Right, I'm also gonna need the tier 1. I need the ultimate, right? The casings, the tier 1 casings. Whoops. No, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. Okay. Bolt. Screw. Frame. Come on. Good. Perfect. Right. Give me as many of these empty capacitors as I can get, really. I didn't do the rods. Are we like, do we not have much ultimate? Is it because... Oh, I never set it up. Oh my god, you're kidding me. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get the max height one. I just need it to work right now. So it's going to be the minimum height one, I think. Especially if I've not got any ultimate, which I thought I did. Which is terrible from me. Okay. Let's see what we can do. More palladium substation. Okay. So I need the substation dynamo and energy hatches, preferably LuV for both. Is that doable? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Why are these so slow? Yeah, that's why. Oh, you know what? I do have a mixer that does ultimate. I just have it switched off, don't I? It's this one. No, it's RTM. Crap. It's this one. No, it's not. Where is it? Do I not? Oh, whatever. None of you are ultimate, are you? No, none of you are ultimate. Oh well, okay, forget about it. Apparently there is an ultimate EBF though, which I'm amazed to find out. Yep. But no mixer. Weird. Okay, the capacitors. Okay, these cost quite a lot. Oh my god. Okay, I don't have time for this. We're not gonna be able to get this done. I don't think. Whoops, too far. Okay, well we couldn't get the substation done. That's unlucky. The ultimate is taking too long. However, it's basically there. Remember to separate turbine inputs and into substation from the output from the substation. Turbine, substation hatch, energy, then substation dynamo to machines. I know what that means. I'll understand. I think. Right. Let's go look for someone to raid. Let's have a look. What have we got? Deviant mittens. I know Pilly's streaming. We'll go raid Pilly. I didn't realize Pilly was streaming. And he's playing Minecraft. He's playing Stoneblock. Sure. Right. Thank you guys. I should be on tomorrow. I'll try and be a bit more consistent because it's been a week. And we'll get that substation done. There we go. Raid's all good. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Right. Cheers.